Hey guys, me LV, and this is Delina, and this is LView, episode 16. And we are with Jerry, a landscape photographer. How did you become a landscape photographer?
I started out probably about 9 years ago, picking up a camera. I was stationed in Japan. I'm retired military, so I was stationed in Japan, wanted to take photos of Japan, obviously.
Wow.
Joined the photo club and was basically taking pictures of everything and just gradually gravitated towards landscapes. I'm an outdoors person. I'm not really a people person, so I like to go hiking and outdoor activities, and so that's why I've kind of gravitated towards landscapes.
When you were in Japan, what was that like? What was there a landscape or like an area that inspired you to?
One of my favorite things to photograph over there was Mount Fuji, which is about an hour and a half away. It is such a dynamic place with the clouds and the weather and the snow and the winter, and it's just fantastic. Yeah, Japan is a very mountainous place, and it's also surprisingly diverse. You can go from Hokkaido, which is kind of like being in Alaska, all the way down to Okinawa, which is it's about the same latitude as Brownsville, Texas. So you can go from tropical to Arctic all within the same country.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
I want to go there. I've never been there. Have you been there?
Yeah, of course. I've been to Japan and...
For some reason, I don't believe you.
Okay, maybe not.
What about Texas? Are you focused mostly on the landscape of Texas now?
I
or
am.
Where are you at?
I retired here in Texas in 2015. I spent a lot of time in Big Bend. I spent a lot of time in the Guadalupe Mountains. Probably this fall I'll be taking some trips out to Caddo Lake, it's a very swampy area, a lot of cypress, and Spanish moss is just absolutely beautiful. But yes, Texas is so diverse. You can go from the swamps in East Texas all the way to the mountains and the desert out in West Texas, and it's just absolutely beautiful.
Is there like a specific time of the day that you like to photograph?
You always want to try to go with the light, and so the light's always best.
The golden hour.
The golden hour. So you want to go early in the morning or late in the afternoon as the sun's setting, and then you can usually go about an hour before or hour after that during the blue hour and catch a lot of stuff.
Blue hour.
Yeah.
Oh, like
Blue hour. What's the blue hour?
Yeah, what
That's
is that?
after it's before the sun has risen and after the sun is set, so you still have light, you have a lot of color.
Yeah, it's really pretty.
Yes.
Do you have any other trips you're working on?
Probably my next upcoming trip will probably be out to Big Bend. Right now the Ocotillo is blooming out there.
What about the blue bonnets? Have you
Blue
been?
bonnets kind of finished out there in the Big Bend area. From what I've seen online, that the blue bonnets out there this year weren't very good. They're a lot taller and a lot more sparse than they are in this area.
Where can we find more of your work online?
You can find more of my work. My website is jerrysargent.com, and then you can find me on Facebook. It's Jerry Sargent Photography, and I'm also on Instagram. Just search for Jerry Sargent Photography.
Thank you for watching. We will definitely be back with more here on LView.
Bye.
Bye.
Well, taco night. We're getting taco shells from the grocery store, and ground beef from the grocery store, and shredded cheese from the grocery store, and Ortega sauce from the grocery store. And I can't.
Hey you guys, me LV, and this is Alina, and we are with a filmmaker, and his name is Spencer.
How did you make this film come to life? What's the title of it?
The title is Act of God, and we started writing it together probably about a year and a half, 2 years ago, and shortly after that we got a grant from actually the Austin Film Society, and yeah,
Congratulations.
That is
thank you.
awesome.
And yeah, that kind of was the first time that it felt like a real thing. The shoot was about a week long, and then we had one day, a pickup day after that. But it was definitely the hardest I've ever worked in my life on anything.
Did you get sleep
We did sleep, yeah. Yeah, I mean, but
Did you sleep on set?
a little bit, yeah.
How big is this production? How many crew members did you have?
I think we had about 15. Yeah, about 15 people. And it kind of fluctuated based on our needs for that particular day. But yeah, it was about 15 people, and it was it was a lot. It was actually my first time ever even being on a set.
So, did they find you or did you find them?
Well, in terms of my caregivers that were the filmmakers, the way it works is, I live in a house on the east side of Austin, and I kind of need people to live with me to help me out, to get me out of bed, put me to bed at the end of the day. And so I'll post ads every so often looking for new roommates and caregivers, and I never really know who's going to answer that. Yeah. And so I've had many people sort of perform that role over the years. That's kind of a lot of what the short film is about. It's sort of about caregiving and my relationship with a caregiver, and it's all fictional, but it's heavily based on real life.
Where can we find more of your information on the internet?
So I have a website for the film, and it's activegodfilm.com. And you can sign up for email updates. And eventually, we're going to post the film online for just anyone to view. But right now, we can't do that yet because we're still trying to get into festivals. But if you sign up on my website, eventually, I will be able to send you a link.
Thank you for watching, you guys. We will definitely be back with more here on LView. Bye.
Lena, what are you doing?
Look what I got! It's a new t-shirt!
A new t-shirt? Where's that from?
It's by LVnthelife from Austin T-Shirt Lab.
What's a t-shirt lab?
I know, and guess what?
What?
It's only $20, and every time you buy a t-shirt, it helps our show, LView.
Man, that sounds great.
Feel it! Isn't that nice?
Man, that's soft.
Would you wear it as a pajama shirt?
Maybe.
Sit there with your popcorn, watching Netflix in your LVnthelife t-shirt.
That sounds great.
Am I ready? Am I ready?
No,
Oh.
you're not ready. You don't have a hat.
Oh.
Yeah, a Lena hat.
I'm Lena.
Yep, here. Now you're complete.
Thank you.
LVnthelife, guys.
Hey, you guys, it's me, LV, and this is Zelina,
Hi.
and we're back here with Tanya,
Hey guys.
and she's a dancer.
How'd you get involved in dance?
I was in Terlingua, Texas, and I had this epiphany. And I wrote this book called Sounds of the Heart. It was a book of poetry, and I was so excited about it. I had heard that Celia Hughes was going to be at a town hall meeting that we were having. So I literally chased her all around the building, begging her to help me produce my book. And she said, well, you know what? I don't think that, your book is as important as we want you to be in theater. And I was like, theater? That is crazy. But I got involved in Actual Lives Austin, which is a theater group where we write stories about what happens in our actual lives, and then we put them on stage. And so for that, I wrote a piece called Dancing Queen, explaining how I loved to dance, but how doctors made it so that I couldn't get on the floor anymore.
I like the name, Dancing Queen.
Dancing Queen. And so because of that, I really wanted to produce the show, but it was going to take like a lot of props and a lot of time. So Celia actually asked me to read the piece to Allison Orr. And I did, and she said, well, I don't think this is a written piece at all. I think this is a dance piece. And I said, didn't you just hear me? Like, I haven't been on the floor in like 14 years. Like, how am I gonna dance if I can't get on the floor? And she said, well, just come work with me and we'll see what you can do.
Wow.
And her and I choreographed a piece together with a wooden chair. And it was that piece that made me fall back in love with dance. I realized that I could actually do more on the floor than I thought. And it just kind of kick-started my dance career. And 13 years later, here we are.
Wow,
Yeah.
that's amazing.
It's amazing how everything happens, falls into place.
I call those full circle moments. These are moments where you just know the universe is telling you you're on the right path.
What was that piece that you worked on that brought you into dance? What was the name of it?
I think it was called Metamorphosis. It was at the very beginning, just when I started actually taking classes at Arts and Community College. So it went from me, a solo piece, to more of a duet. You could tell it was one of my very first pieces because I actually had us wearing leotards and like very traditional dance kind of thing.
What was the dance about?
The piece was really about my relationship to the floor. I didn't want to be a dancer known for using just one assistive device, and I needed the chair. So pushing the chair out allowed me to get on the floor. And then when Sinisa joined, it was more about the relationship between a person's support and the support of the floor.
So, where can people find you?
Primarily, I'm on Facebook, but I say stay tuned with ArtSpark Texas because one of the things that we do that's important to us is we have several public performances. So we perform actually all around town.
Thank you for watching, you guys. We'll definitely be back with more. Just keep watching, keep liking, keep following here on LView. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.